And so, what would someone get out of or achieve by going through, one of those training programs or your coaching program? I know there's a lot of times there's no guarantees. I mean, one thing you can guarantee in the Publish a Profit is that you're going to be a #1 best-selling author. I mean, that one's a guarantee. But what can someone expect or achieve by going through some of your coaching or training programs?
Yeah, so, I mean, like you said, Publish and Profit, that program, we just flat out guarantee you're going to be a bestseller because we know we can do that with you. And we have a membership community, which is amazing, that really supports each other. And we just have a really great product that we just know we can achieve that. Consult and Profit, we just flat out guarantee you're going to be making money. And if not, send the course back. You've got 30 days. And it's a super, super simple offer. And you can just get up and running and profitable really, really fast. And so we guarantee both those programs. We guarantee what we can. In other words, like, for example, if you're in coaching, and if you're a consultant, typically we don't even recommend that you guarantee your coaching or consulting, not because you're not going to be amazing at it, but because you don't know what the person's going to do. So, for example, I've had some awesome coaching members come in, and I'm like, they're walking out the door, and I'm like, this guy's going to make $1 million. And then the year later or 6 months later, I see him at an event, and they're like hiding from me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. I got busy, and I didn't end up implementing what we talked about. So there's certainly, as a consultant, you're not going to guarantee what your advice, because you don't even know if they're going to implement the advice. And then there's other times that they absolutely do. There's things you can do, obviously, to help them along with that and coach them along and remind them. But ultimately, that's going to be on you and on them. And so, yeah, I mean, the three things that we just talked about, the one program, the book program, and the consulting program, because they're program based and we know we can guarantee what we're delivering, we fully guarantee those. But the coaching, and it's pretty standard, that ultimately we can guarantee one thing, which is if you don't do anything, nothing will happen.
That's right. If you don't implement, you're going to be in the same situation. One of the best pieces of advice you gave me during one of my coaching sessions was you need to make more offers. And I went out and I made some offers, made a bunch of money, and then I stopped making offers again. And funny how the money stops coming in when you stop making offers. So that keeps playing in the back of my mind. Is it going to make some offers? So I'm making offers this week.
There is interestingly a just to hit on this, as far, because I know we're talking about consulting. Yeah. There is something interesting about the evolution of a consultant or the life cycle of a consultant and the kind of people that you want to work with. And this is important. So when I started out consulting, I knew a little bit, and I was offering a little bit based on my experience. So maybe 10 or 20% of what I was saying was based on experience. The other stuff was like, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's try this. Hey, let's try this. And that's more when you're implementing with somebody. Nowadays, my advice has gone from, hey, let's try this, to, so there's three categories of advice that consultants give. One is, let's try this. The second category is advice based on things that you've done successfully or someone else has done successfully. And the third category is what I call, do this, this will work. Now, as a consultant or advisor, when you're saying, do this, this will work, you are putting everything you have on that recommendation. In other words, if it doesn't work, it's on you. And so what's happened with me as a consultant is I've gone from maybe 10% of my advice is do this, this will work, probably to like 60 to 70%. And that's huge. Most people that you work with will not look you in the eye and risk their reputation and their relationship with you to say, do this, this will work. But when you do this enough, you know it's going to work and you know it's not going to work, and you know the person's willingness to implement something. And so when you say, do this, this will work, and they do it, it works. And they make a bunch more money, and they're happy, you're happy, and it really works out great. And so, as you start to grow your business, start to work with people who can look you in the eye and say, do this. This will work. This will work for you. Do this.
Excellent. There's a question that came in from Nobby. He wants to know what the difference between the consultant profit and the Top Gun Consultant Toolkit, which was an older version of your training program. The
first thing is, if you don't know what we're talking about, Top Gun Consulting Toolkit was a program we created 2.5 years ago. It's not available on the market now, and there's a reason why. And I'll tell you what it is. So the new program, Consultant Profit, has the base fundamentals of Top Gun. So we kept what's working, the 5 Ps, we kept those. We expanded upon the teaching in each one of those, and then what we did, Nobby, is we added legs into each one. So, for example, where all the strategies are, instead of teaching them, remember I said buy a man a fish, teach a man to fish, give a man a fish, right? We do both. And so we provided all the agreements, all the forms. We created 5 separate consulting models for example, book marketing, webcast marketing, video marketing, strategic advising, in categories where for each of those we created a proposal, an agreement, a keynote, and a PowerPoint presentation for each of those. So we built a lot of, instead of just telling people how to do stuff, we built stuff into it. And then the other big difference in this, other than a bunch of extra bonuses, like we teach Facebook marketing, we teach ClickFunnels promotion. We have Mike Filsame talking about how to use EverWebinar and Webinar Jam inside of a consulting business. So we've got a bunch of extra bonuses. But besides that, the biggest extra in this particular product is that you get to come into San Diego for a one-day training with Mike and I in a small group of 15 people. That's really the difference in this program is, or the extra, I shouldn't say the difference, the extra added bonus in this program is we work with you. And we already know you, Nabi, so it's not like we're going to be getting to know each other for the first time, but we want to meet people at their level and really get to know our customers on a deep level. And so we just put a bunch of days on our calendar, and this is a big deal for us because we get paid together. Mike and I book our consulting days. We've actually gotten paid for this $29,000. So if Mike and I are together in a consulting day with one person, it's a $29,000 day. Typically, those are 4 to 5 hour days too, by the way. We've scheduled these 7 or 8 hour days with 15 people and given up a lot of our time so that we can really get to know our customers and really help you get to the next step. Because Andy Falco mentioned this, but the 80-20 rule, I was joking about that. But our objective, and we've statistically done this with previous products, is to flip the 80-20 rule on its head. The 80-20 rule says 20% of the people are successful and 80% aren't. We want to see it the opposite. And the last time we did a program like this and took data, 87.4% of the people who participated in the program had closed a significant deal within 2 months of taking the training. And so we believe in serving and being behind our customers, as you know, and that's the truth for this program too. So that's like the short version, dude. I could talk about this for like an hour.
Just one more thing before we close out, Ed. You guys have an event coming up in February,
yeah,
I think. Sorry, December.
The calendar here.
December 6th to 8th, I think.
Get the right dates.
Can you just tell us a little bit
December 6th
about
to 8th,
December 6th to 8th?
Yeah, let me make sure the dates are right. December, go live and profit. Okay, so the first thing I'll tell you is the website for this is yen.tv/go live. So it's yen.tv/go live. And that's the place where you're going to be able to find this. Let me pull our webcast back up here.
So we'll post that in the comments after the show.
Yes. When you get there, here's what I don't want you to do. Do not enroll, okay? Because it's going to cost you either $297 or $797 or $997, I think, for that. So the deal I made with John is I'm going to give you two choices. It's totally up to you which one you want to do. First of all, the event is, I'll just pull it up and you can see some of the stuff that we're going to be doing at the event. But the event is like it sounds, and we're going to talk about how to use live streaming video like the one we're doing right now to make money, things like Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We're bringing in a bunch of folks that you've never heard of before who are pretty famous in certain places online. We've got, for example, the former star from the Phantom of the Opera who's going to come into the event. Pam Henriksen will be there. Lisa Sasevich will be there. Mike and I will obviously be teaching. It's going to be different than the events you've seen in the past. We used to have a lot of panels. We're going to really get in-depth on the teaching, and we're going to be doing it live in front of you. So in other words, instead of just teaching you, we're actually going to be implementing and building these things like the funnels, like the Facebook funnels, like the live broadcast right in front of you. So it's going to be more of a workshop than it is going to be a live event. Okay?
Excellent.
So I mentioned there were two options. You can do either one of these. You can either go to yen.tv/go live, and I'll just drop that link right here in the comment box. So yen.tv/go live is one option. Okay. And when you get there, you can, like I'm doing right now, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and you can see it's $197, $297, or $797. Those are the choices. Now, that you can totally do that. That's option number one, and I recommend that you do. It's going to be awesome even at $197. The other option is you can totally come for free. You can come literally as my guest, 100% free on the $197 general admission. This doesn't discount the VIP, which includes dinner and sitting in front, which probably you should do anyway. But it does discount the $197. So if you desire a ticket to come as my guest to this event, it's really simple. You have to email me, and I will send you. I will personally send you. You're actually sending an email to me, and I will personally send you a link or I'm sorry, a coupon code that makes 197.0. Okay, so all you have to do is enroll. It doesn't cost you anything, and then you just come to the event. But you need an email from me. I'm not going to be public about this. I have not posted this coupon code publicly, and I certainly don't plan on doing that on this very popular Facebook Live show with John. But you may email me, and I'll just tell you the email. This literally comes directly to me. There's no assistant in between or anything. My email, my direct email is coaching, just the word coaching, CHING at edrush.com. So coaching at edrush.com. And all you got to do is send me an email that just says, hey, send me the coupon code for the event, and I will send you the coupon code for the event, and you can come as my guest for free. I would love to see you there. It will be an absolutely amazing event. If you've been to our events before, they're not only informative, but they are a lot of fun. And that's all I'll say about that.
So, Ed, that's all the time we have for today. We're a little bit over, but I don't care. I personally want to thank you for being on the show and talking to us and educating your audience. And like I said, we'll post all the links we can in the comment section and also on the notes section once we post this to the website. So you can either connect with Ed, get those free tickets, get the coupon code for the free tickets, and hopefully we'll see you down in San Diego. I know I'll be there. I know Andy Lockwood's already going. I'm quite sure that Andy Falco's going as well. I think we talked about that. All three of us are currently doing Facebook Live shows, so I'm sure we'll see. We'll be down there, and hopefully we'll see you there as well. So everyone show Ed some love by hitting that like button, love button. Be sure to share this on your Facebook page. And Ed, it was a pleasure as always being on my show, and I look forward to seeing you in December and catching up with you then. So for everybody
John
else,
McCabe, you are the man, sir. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for asking me to come and join you on the show, man. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. You're awesome.
No worries. So everyone else, just stick with me for the closing remarks. I'll be back in a second. Well, thanks for joining me on today's John A. McCabe Show, where we work with entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, and speakers get seen, get heard, get noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device. Now, also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. Now, if you're someone who's looking to take your business to the next level and want to get some coaching advice, why not apply to be a guest on today's show? Now, for most entrepreneurs, we want to create a life of our own, create our own path, and do what we can to reach our own desired outcome, which is generally freedom. Freedom to choose what we want to do, when we want to do it, and with whom we want to do it. A life that's full of options and choices, where we worry less about money and more about the quality of time that we spend with others. Now, a great way to make that happen is to leverage other people's knowledge, time, and skill sets. Step one to reaching our freedom life is to realize that you can't do it alone. Working with a coach or being involved in masterminds is a great way for entrepreneurs to move their business forward. Now, a coach can help you shorten the time frame to get you from where you are to where you want to be, while being part of a mastermind is meant to bring entrepreneurs together, all with the goal of helping each other move forward with their business. Now, the second step to creating the life you envision for yourself as an entrepreneur is to implement systems into your business so you can streamline your operations, leverage systems, and free up your time to focus on your family, having fun, and the highest leverage activities in your business. You know, the activities that get you the biggest return on your time invested, the ones that truly make you money. Now, sometimes we just don't know what systems we need, how to implement those systems, or even have the time to find out what is needed. Now, working with a coach or consultant that understands, uses, and specializes in systems that can streamline your operations can help save you time, aggravation, and make you a lot more money. Now, for example, having a system or strategy that allows you to leverage just 15 hours of your time into enough repurposed content to get you seen, get you heard, get you noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device is a great example of leverage. Now, just imagine a system where you invest just 15 hours of your time, and the end result is you're a #1 best-selling author. You have enough content that's going to get you seen, get you heard, get you noticed anywhere, anytime, on any device. You have a successful podcast. Now, it's automatically attracting more attention, giving more value, and generating more leads, which enables you to attract an abundance of paying customers. Now, this is also known as the Authority Acceleration Blueprint. Now, to find out more about the Authority Acceleration Blueprint coaching program or mastermind, then contact me via my website at johnamccabe.com or connect with me through my show's Facebook page. Now, again, thank you for joining us on today's show, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show when I have another great guest on discussing their business and accelerating their authority. So have yourself an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.